following is a paid program. Its views and opinions are not necessarily those of this station or its management.
Good morning, and welcome to the Rock and Roll Real Estate Hour starring Gary Rosignol of RE/MAX Preferred Group. To be part of the program, dial 513-563-1480 to get your answers to questions about your home and property. That number again, 513-563-1480. Now, here's Gary.
Okay, here we go. Wednesday is National Do a Grouch a Favor Day.
Oh, good. I'll get lots
Why are
of
you
favors.
Why are you looking at me?
And don't forget Monday's Valentine's Day. Tomorrow is Who Day. Think gonna beat them Bengals, right? Exactly. That's the day we're talking about. All right, I'm Gary Rosignol, certified residential specialist with RE/MAX Preferred Group, the Rock and Roll Realtor, your host every Saturday morning from 9 to 10 a.m. right here on WDJO. Along with my co-host this morning, Mr. Reed Young, the other Rock and Realtor.
Good morning.
We are hosts to royalty. Whoa.
All bow.
We have the president
I know.
of the Cincinnati Area Board of Realtors for 2022 right here. And may we present Kay Edwards.
Thank you.
Oh, there.
Thank you.
You are getting a royal applause.
I am. Thank you.
I sat up till 1 o'clock thinking about that entrance.
I'm so sorry about that.
Oh, it's off to a great start. We're going to have fun this morning. But first, we want to let you, my listening audience, and you can also watch us on Facebook, Twitter, and LinkedIn. We're in all areas this morning, so you can watch us wherever you want. But we're going to have a trivia question. It's for a $10 gift card. Just call this number, 513-563-1480. And if you haven't won in the past 60 days, then you qualify and can win today. If you answer this question, Michael McDonald recorded two huge hits in 1979, What a Fool Believes, and 1993, Long Train Runnin'. What group? Who are we? I know you know the answer.
I know it. I know it myself.
No, okay, don't. All right. We'll find out later.
I know.
All right, so he was with this group, Michael McDonald.
You almost said
I
it.
almost said it. And Long Train Running, that should be a dead giveaway. You guys play that song, don't you?
We do.
Yeah, we do too.
Actually played What a Fool Believes in whatever it was, 78, 79, when it came out on the radio.
Yeah.
We played it right then.
Yeah, what was the name of their group?
I can't tell you. It's a secret at this point.
I thought I'd ask.
You thought you'd trick me.
Who has the Michael
This lady's going to get me in trouble. I know it.
Who has the Michael McDonald voice in your band?
Bill Holloman sang it.
Bill? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's got that voice, yeah.
Yeah. It was good.
But Michael McDonald has that
And that
unmistakable...
song, I mean, not that this matters, but that song was pretty unique. I don't recall a song similar to that before that.
Yeah.
So when it came out, it
When that band,
yes,
whatever that band is.
that nameless band at this point. Yeah, it was cool because it was different.
So if you folks can guess the name of the band and call in 513-563-1480, you're going to get a gift card to Starbucks for $10. That'll get you 2 cups of coffee.
Sure.
Unless you get one of those Floppe free pays.
Whatever
Whatever they got.
they
I
can
don't
do.
know what they get about. Whatever.
And I never know what size to order, you know? I never get the right size.
A
They have
grande,
all-
an
yeah.
extra grande, a small grande.
Yeah, I want small, medium, and large.
I always say small, medium, large because I refuse to accept their language.
Accept their language.
All right.
Yep.
All right, Madam President.
Yes, sir.
What is a realtor?
Well, as we've discussed, a realtor has a lot of different hats that they wear. The biggest one being that they're problem solvers.
Mm-hmm.
If it's easy, you don't need us. But it's never easy.
No,
There's
it isn't.
always an oops
Oh,
somewhere. And I
oh.
tell my clients, we will have an oops. I'll let you know what it is.
Yeah, yeah.
You have a great story.
I like to say my purpose is to guide you through the process of buying or selling real estate with ease, information, and confidence so that you're able to make an informed decision that is best for you.
That's wonderful. That's perfect.
One of my coaches helped me devise
Right,
that little
that's
statement.
that's absolutely the best.
So Yeah, we're problem solvers, and I told you the story before we went on the air. I have a listing in Coleraine, and we had 2 offers in the first day on the market. My seller is a sweet lady, very intelligent, numbers lady. Didn't take the highest offer. We took the most realistic offer. They were very motivated to buy because they had their house sold. In fact, it closed on Tuesday. And I get a call Tuesday evening from the buyer agent, and he said, I got some bad news. He said they didn't qualify for a loan. And the problem was the buyer a year and a half ago in the middle of the pandemic missed a payment. Well, they didn't do the forbearance.
No.
They just
Missed.
they just continued making their payments on time, but they had a rolling late. Every month they were 30 days late, so that disqualified them for mortgage. Their credit scores are high. They've got tons of money in the bank from the sale of their house, but now they got to move in with mother-in-law. He's not happy about that.
I would not think so.
So I asked the buyer agent, I says, did they check out any other mortgage lenders? He said, well, no. This lender, he says, they weren't my first choice. He said, but his mom recommended them, and they went with them. So I hooked them up with a friend of mine, Bob Pape. He's in here quite often. He's my go-to guy. And he says, Gary, he says, I had a long talk with him. We can do a different kind of loan. The interest rate's going to be a little higher, but in about a year and a half, they can refinance.
And Gary, what's a little higher?
Oh, 4.5%.
You guys, we remember the 17%ers. I just got to tell you.
Oh, me too.
Yeah. When it went to 10%, we thought we'd never be any lower.
Yeah.
And the fact that it's single digits, I always tell everybody, as long as it's single digits, don't tell me your problems.
I said the same thing.
Yeah.
You bet. Oh, okay, we'll do a third. And he says, Gary, so we can do this. So I called my lady and we talked about it. And she says, oh, I want them to have the house. And she says, I'll wait another week or two to get this together. So
That's great news.
Isn't it?
Isn't that great?
So that has nothing to do with selling a house.
No.
It has to do with problem solving.
That's
Like you
exactly
said,
right.
there is no slam dunk deals.
No, there aren't. I don't care if it's smooth, it's still coming.
Yeah.
There's still an oops coming.
I'd say most of the time there is a solution to almost every problem.
There is.
It's having the ability and the patience to have somebody who can guide you through that and figure that out,
right.
and going to the right resources. I mean, in
You've
that
got
case, it took a lender, it took the right lender, it took everything. But
And that's what we do.
how many people give up on something
Yeah.
when they didn't have to?
So, Madam President, how many realtors are you presiding over in Greater Cincinnati?
Well, first of all, I did this to give back to the industry. This industry's done a great job.
Oh, you're not making a
supporting-
bunch of money doing
no,
this?
this is not a money making proposition. But I did do it because that's how I for the last 36, almost 37 years now. This is what I've done. It's been very good to me and my family. My husband was licensed in 1971. So I mean we've lived through most of it, but this is my way to get back to the industry. I have currently there's about 5,400 Cincinnati Area Board of Realtors members. We're going to get close to the 6,000 mark with the merger of the Butler Warren, which
Oh, that's huge.
yes, and that was approved.
I'm all for that.
That was approved on Tuesday by our membership. And then there's about 7,000 if I include the MLS in there. So I'm very honored to be in this position. I don't take the position lightly. I do want to represent the members and with as much transparency as I know how. I don't want them to be left in the dark on what's happening locally as well as statewide.
That's great. And you have to travel to Columbus quite a bit to be involved in the Ohio Realtors,
Yes.
which is called now.
Ohio Realtors,
Yeah,
OR, yes.
yeah.
And I also got to go to the National in San Diego. And I can honestly tell you that being at those conventions is well worth the expense. The amount that you learn in the hallway alone is worth the price of admission. So if I can ever encourage you to go to the OR convention or even the national convention, I would.
Yeah.
You make lots of friends in it, and it's pretty much fun too.
Right. I'd like to chat a moment about what realtors do. I mean, our public's opinion of what realtors do is we sell houses, we make a bunch of money, we wear fancy clothes and drive great cars.
Okay, well,
Sign me up.
but not exactly. But not exactly.
They don't have an idea. They have no idea. We have 17 committees,
Yes.
all volunteer.
Oh yes.
I mean,
Yes, it's
I'm
all
sure
volunteer.
you don't get a paycheck for
No,
being
I do
Madam
not.
President.
No, I don't. I don't. I don't.
Got a pretty,
I think I got
pretty,
a pin.
pretty brooch. I mean, necklace. That's
Thank you.
gorgeous.
Thank you.
It's gorgeous.
I did get a pin. I did wear it this morning. I should have, but I did get a president pin. But that's about it.
Yeah.
But what we do, one of the big things that we have is our RPAC.
Yes.
And I want to talk to you just a little bit because a lot of people out there think that the realtor is looking out for the realtor, and we are. But one of the House Bill 126 that's up now into the House is to protect the public as much as it is to protect property rights. It's not just to protect realtors in any way, shape, or form.
And RPAC stands for Realtor Political Action Committee.
Yes, sir. Realtor Political
But we don't
Action
talk
Committee.
about politics.
No, no. Well, RPAC doesn't have anything to do with a party. It's a non-party organization, but it does have to do with property rights, and that's what we want to help protect. House Bill 126 is a case where a third party can come in and say that the value of your property isn't correct and have your property taxes raised because they're working for a school administration. There's an attorney involved to try and get those property tax raised. Now, initially, it was just with commercial properties, but we've recently seen an attorney go on a house that was $104,000 try and get those property taxes raised, and then they make it retroactive. And we're 6 months in the rears, and then they want a $1,500 bill paid. So we are fighting that tooth and nail so that no third party can come in and file suit and say your taxes are now raised.
And that third party is probably of the legal nature.
Of an attorney that's probably on retainer with a school board.
Okay. And
That's what we have found.
it's funny that we can't practice law, but attorneys can practice real estate.
Yes, yes, yes. No, we
How
have
right is that?
That's right. That's right. So that's part of one of the things that we were working desperately on. There was a great webinar on it on Friday, and OR is behind it 100%.
So how does RPAC, Realtor Political Action Committee, defend those problems?
Well, they have the finances to do it.
Oh, okay.
Okay, that's part of it. They have the finances to help.
And
defend
who
those,
who finances that?
We do.
You do, I do.
Yes, please do.
The 5,400 realtors,
In Cincinnati,
yeah.
do.
The-
And that's what
Our neighbors don't do it.
No. It's our
Our
it's
fellow members at church don't do it. Our
That's right.
coworkers, our coworkers do,
our
but yeah.
neighbors do it. But yes, but honestly, that is probably
And people don't know that.
we don't know that we're out to protect property rights.
Yeah. I've been told humility is doing a good deed and never telling anybody about it.
Exactly. And I think we've been guilty of that, but then the public doesn't realize, hey, these guys really are out there in the mainstream doing things to help everybody, not just realtors.
And then we go on a listing appointment. And the first question that this seller asks is, what's your commission? Or how much are you going to cut your commission? And when they do that, I pack up and leave. You don't have a clue.
They don't have a clue who you are at that point.
Yeah,
and
right.
what you're all about. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
I had a girlfriend that told a story about a gentleman that called her and said, I found this perfect property. I put an offer in and da-da-da. And could you come and tell me if I paid the right price and could do a CMA on it and make sure that I didn't overpay for it and how I'm going to get my financing? And she's like, well, sure. I'll come over. I'll come to your and sit down and talk to you about it. So she walked in with her 2 frozen pizzas and said, "Can you please put these in the oven?" So I love
That's
that
a good
story.
one. Yeah, that's
I like
good.
that
Good one.
story.
That's a good one. Yeah, they have no idea. So it's our and that's why 12 years ago I decided to go on the radio because I like having these kind of discussions. So my listening audience, who are millions listening this morning, they might learn something.
Yes.
Might get a little more respect for our realtor friends. And out of 5,600 realtors that we have in the Cincinnati area, how many are really doing the business?
Well, usually if we've got 10%, that's probably where we should be. But that's okay.
Yeah.
It's okay.
So
all right.
probably 10% of us are doing 90% of the work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably.
So it's our job to help those other 90% who may be new or unfamiliar, guide them through.
Absolutely, and get them excited about it and understanding how to do it.
We need everyone.
The other thing that RPAC did was it helped keep us essential. Michigan was deemed not essential during the pandemic. And if you talk to the agents up in Toledo that are licensed both in Ohio and Michigan, they will tell you it killed their fiscal.
Yeah.
It was rough. So we were lucky at OR
Yeah.
that we have that backing that kept us essential.
I would like to express my gratitude to all our troops, veterans, our first responders, and our heroes in the service and healthcare. That would be the nurses and doctors, nurses, aides, and healthcare staff, the EMT staff, our police and firefighters. So often they deal with life and death situations, and especially during this pandemic. Thank them and keep them in your thoughts and prayers. The nicest thing you can do for our fellow folks in the uniform is just say thank you. That they don't make enough money to do what they do, but a nice thank you, pick up their tab, buy them a cup of coffee. They absolutely love it. We're going to take our first break. When we come back, we're going to have a moment with Miles. Then Reed, Kay, and I are going to discuss, why do real estate agents fail? Good question. You're listening to the Rock and Roll Real Estate Hour on WDJO 1480 AM, now on FM 995 and 107.9.
Do you want to sell your home but just don't know where to start? Are you thinking about downsizing, but the process is just too much? Gary Rossignol, real estate pro at RE/MAX Preferred Group and host of the Rock and Roll Real Estate Hour, has the answers. Let Gary put his vast real estate knowledge to work for you. Interest rates are at record lows. The market is red hot. Now is a great time to make your move. Call Gary, 513-777-2402. Licensed in Ohio and Kentucky, 513-777-2402.
Postmodern Jukebox, a rotating musical collective bringing popular music back in time. I'll be there for you. March 2nd, Taft Theater. Postmodern Jukebox.
If you wanna be my lover, you gotta get with my friends. Make it last forever.
Tickets on sale now at Ticketmaster.com and the Taft Theater box office. Don't miss Postmodern Jukebox Live.
Independent senior living is something everyone understands. It means living life the way you want to, doing what you want. At Chesterwood Village in Westchester, you can do it your way without all the hassles of home ownership. No more cleaning gutters, mowing lawns, shoveling snow, or paying expensive gym memberships. Live on a quiet lane of patio homes, in a luxurious senior apartment, or in an assisted living suite with compassionate healthcare professionals just seconds away. At Chesterwood Village, you have the convenience of more specialized care if required, state-of-the-art rehab and therapy, as well as long-term respite or memory care. Chesterwood Village offers a home-like environment like no other, with daily activities to keep the mind and body moving. Learn more at hillandale.com or call Jane at Chesterwood today at 513-777-1400. That's 513-777-1400 for Chesterwood Village.
Winter is here. Did you put off getting those new tires? Hi, I'm Robert Nolan of John Nolan Auto Service. If you need new tires, John Nolan Auto Service is the place you want to call. We carry all the popular brands like Cooper, Goodyear, Bridgestone, Michelin, and more. We even have tires for people with a tight budget. Great tires at competitive prices at John Nolan Auto Service, located in Newport, right across from the Peace Bell. Call us at 852-661-8833 today.
At CDW, we get the importance of clear communication.
I was on a conference call, and I think my boss asked me to send her roasted beets in a can.
Talk to the experts at CDW. Using Poly headsets and cameras, they'll orchestrate a collaboration solution that lets you hear and see clearly on any device, any meeting platform.
Huh. Looks like she asked me to send her the report sheets when I can. You like beets?
No. IT orchestration by CDW. People who get it. Learn more at cdw.com/poly.
Let's rock the house.
Hey, thanks for listening and watching on Facebook, and now on Twitter and LinkedIn. My name is Gary Rosignol, certified residential specialist, better known as Cincinnati's rock and roll realtor with RE/MAX Preferred Group. And now this is the moment we have all been waiting for. This is Miles Beers, the captain of our ship at RE/MAX Preferred Group, and this is his. He gives some very interesting, humorous, tantalizing thoughts for the day. Good morning, Miles.
Hey, Gary, rock and roll, my friend. One of the modern definitions of rock star is a person treated as a celebrity, especially in inspiring, fanatical admiration. As in, the agent that helped us buy our home was a rock star, or my broker is a rock star. 47 years ago, when RE/MAX was started, an agent couldn't join RE/MAX unless they were already what today would be called a rock star. Today, although the majority of our agents are top producing agents, we have the best training and agent development systems in the industry. Chris Beresford and I were the RE/MAX Broker Owners of the Year for the entire United States back in 2013. And are continuously mentoring and assisting agents on a daily basis. Karen, the Vice President of RE/MAX Preferred Group, Leanne, Tabitha, Reed, and Beth are training, coaching, mentoring, marketing the agents full-time. Our administration staff assists the agents like no other brokerage that I'm aware of. The majority of our agents are already rock stars, and the rest are well on the way. So if the listeners out there are real estate agents or want to work, give Chris Beresford a call and ask her about the value of becoming a RE/MAX agent. Being a rock star realtor is a lot of hard work. Why not use the best tools in the industry? And that's this morning's moment with Miles.
Good stuff, Miles. And yes, it is a lot of hard work. What other people think is one thing, but we know the truth, and it's tough. That's Miles Beersford, along with his lovely wife Christine. They are the captains of our ship at RE/MAX Preferred Group. By the way, we are the largest RE/MAX brokerage in the entire state of Ohio, and I know
The honor as being the
Manager of the
year
for last year, right?
For 2021, and it was well deserved.
That's
and
great.
She's currently serving on our RPAC committee. So,
right.
Shout out to Chris and Miles. They're good people.
Well, you know, that 10% of us that do all the business, we do. I've been on the professional standards committee for, I guess this is like my 8th year. I love that committee.
We police each other.
Yeah, we do. We're there.
And sometimes mistakes are made because they don't know any better, and that's why you get a mentorship. You need to make sure you're with the right broker that knows what they're doing. Yeah. Hence, Miles and Chris are very, very good at that. It's not impossible to learn the business. But I would suggest that you always have a mentor.
Mm-hmm.
That you always have somebody that you can go to, be it a Reed or whoever it is. I've got a question. Somebody that you can call
Right.
at 10 o'clock and say, my buyer wants to know this, and I don't know how to answer it. So,
Right. And I got a little article here about why do real estate agents fail, and the number one is movies, reality TV shows, and other media love to portray real estate agents' glamorous profession, where all you need to become rich and look good and sit in an office waiting for leads to come in. Well, that doesn't happen.
or I like the one where they open the door and say, "Welcome home," and the people say, "Oh," and the next thing you see, they're buying it.
Yeah.
Don't you wish that's the way it was?
The second one is you can't go half-heartedly. You need to be fully committed.
Well, it's not a part-time job, and it's a full-time job.
And I get it. Some folks want to dabble in a little bit, but they're in that 90 percentile.
It's awfully expensive proposition to just dabble. So.
Yeah, right. The next one is the majority of real estate agents also fail to do enough marketing. We got to be out there. We got to let everyone know what we do, who we work, how we do it.
Yes, and who we work for.
So,
I mean, we really do represent the public. We don't.
Yeah. So when I go in a restaurant or a grocery store, or I got my name on the side of my van, or wear name tags, and strike up a conversation. What do you do? Well, I'm a realtor. I'm not in real estate. I'm a realtor. Let me tell you the difference.
Yes, and there is. And I always like, if I'm leaving a decent tip, I make sure that I put my business card in there too. I'm not tipping well, but if I usually do tip pretty.
One of my coaches, he's saving up because around Christmas this year, we're going to go to about 8 or 10 restaurants, little mom and pop restaurants where they work really hard for breakfast, and he wants to leave them $1,000 tip.
I love it. I want to go with him because I'm going to cry.
Oh yeah, time of year.
We did that with a group of people this year.
Did you?
Tabitha Adams leads this group, and 26 of us, 26 realtors, who went to Waffle House. And it was like all these cars pulled up. We all went in, and everybody they left $100 bill as a tip. So we left $2,600 tip.
Wow!
And it's
made
amazing.
Difference. Yeah,
it made a difference for us too. I mean, it works both ways.
Sure.
So how did they react?
Oh, they were just shocked.
I know. I just think that's the fun. Even if the other day we went to a restaurant and we bought this family's meal and we just sat there and they said, "Do you want us to tell them?" No, I don't want to tell them who did it. And just to watch their face and to watch them turn around and look and see who is it. Forward.
Yep. Last one, another reason so many real estate agents fail is they don't have good mentor or guide to guide them.
Got to have a mentor.
Got to have a mentor.
Just
I mean, we've been in the
figure it out.
business 35 years. I need a coach.
Definitely.
Not just one. I've got
a couple. Or 2 or 3.
Yeah. For different aspects.
Yes.
Yeah. So always learning, always training, always have somebody there.
And the rules change, so you do have to keep getting the education.
But is that really any different than any profession that we look up to,
be.
like a doctor or an accountant or what?
Or a lawyer? Yeah, we should
they're
be.
always. They have to stay on top of things.
That's right, and we do our best.
Yep, absolutely. Another thing I wanted to touch on, which is really, really a hot topic in today's market and in society itself, is our fair housing. There's so much misunderstanding and misconception and breaking of the rules. I mean, buyers are doing anything they can to win out on when they're up against another 7 or 8 or 10 offers. And they don't realize the fair housing, the rules that they're breaking by writing those love letters.
Yeah, I really would encourage you to consider not accepting love letters. I really would.
Yeah.
I don't know how you can accept it and not have an unintended bias. I really would encourage you. You're making a financial transaction and a real estate transaction. Keep it to that.
And the fair housing violations that are happening with those are humongous. So what I do is first consultation with a seller, besides talking about market value and how we're going to market their home. I go into some in-depth discussion about fair housing, and I ask a little note to ask me to not present them with any love letters to the buyer. That way, when that co-op agent calls me and says, "Gary, did you give the seller my buyer's letter?" I said, "No, I didn't." "Well, why not? It was part of the contract." I says, "No, my seller requested me not to present those."
Yeah, because it not only can get it can get all
unintended consequences.
Unintended fair housing violations. And
Yep.
just not what I would do.
So how are they going to find out? Social media. Everybody's on Facebook or LinkedIn or Twitter or TikTok or whatever else, and they're going to talk about their real estate. "Oh, we seller loved our letter," and somebody else is going to read that and go, I wonder what they had in their letter. And
It may be the other party who having
what they had in their letter.
Absolutely.
No.
And was representing a buyer.
Did you take the frozen pizza?
Yeah, right. He emailed all of us and he said, "I got a cute little letter from one of the buyers." He says, "I'm going to encourage all of you to submit a letter with your offer." Do Christmas. And you pick one that does do Christmas. And he thought a minute and he went, "Oh." I said, "Do you know what the first offense in violation of fair housing is?" $20,000. Yeah. You have an extra 20 grand sitting around? No.
So you probably should have hired a realtor and you wouldn't have been in this position.
That's right. So the code of ethics is the one really separates a realtor from a real estate agent.
Correct. Absolutely, Gary. Unbelievably so.
And we all have, and that's one thing that the Professional Standards Committee follows, teaches, preaches, and uses on a daily basis.
Yes. Our professional standards is great.
So if you are interviewing, and I encourage any seller that I meet with to interview at least 2 or 3 other realtors, ask them their knowledge of the code of ethics. Ask them how they handle agency. Ask them about fair housing. And just see what kind of knowledge they have. That way you'll know if you got a good realtor or not.
Mm-hmm.
Want to remind everybody to tune in on Sunday nights at 7 p.m. Well, not this Sunday.
No.
Not tomorrow night.
Yeah.
Sorry, John. I don't know if John will be. I think he's going to be sitting in front of the Bengals game too. But usually any other Sunday night, 7 o'clock, John Englehart and the Sunday Soda Shop right here on WDJO. Please don't touch that dial. Coming up next, I'm going to have my music history, and then we're going to talk about all the good things realtors do unnoticed by the public. You're listening to the Rock and Roll Real Estate Hour on WDJO 1480 AM, now on FM 995 and 107.9.
The legend continues.
Tell me, when will you be mine?
The king of romance, Engelbert Humperdinck, live in concert, performing all his timeless hits. Taft Theater, Friday, May 6th. Get tickets now at Ticketmaster.com and the Taft Theater box office. There's more at Engelbert.com. One golden voice, 50 iconic years.
Paid for by Care Ministry.
If you are 65 or older, you know this. It's really frustrating to deal with out-of-pocket medical expenses, watching your hard-earned dollars just flying out the window. Well, here's something that can really help, and it's worth taking a minute to look into. Metashare has a new option called Metashare 65 Plus. Metashare is a community of Christians who share each other's healthcare bills, and it really is a community. People encourage and pray for each other. And Metashare 65 Plus is a low-cost option for those with Medicare Parts A and B that fills in the gaps where Medicare stops. You can lock in one low monthly price for up to 10 years. It's great for peace of mind. And you can use your Medicare-approved doctor and get prescription savings, dental and vision savings. Very worth looking into, and it's so easy to find out why people rave about the customer service at Medi-Share. They're great to talk to on the phone. Here's the number. Call 833-59-SHARE. That's 833-59-SHARE. 833-59-SHARE.
Hear what customers are saying.
One of the cutest little places with options for both indoor and outdoor seating adapts to all seasons. In summer, the patio is set with a great seasonal cocktail menu. In colder weather, they do have a giant fire to gather around and keep you warm. And you can enjoy a drink inside a cozy atmosphere. My favorite, great vibes place and perfect for a relaxing night with close friends.
The Blind Lemon, open 7 nights a week. Live music 7 nights a week. The Blind Lemon, 936 Hatch, Mount Adams.
You know, it's easy to turn your unwanted, broken, or unused gold and silver jewelry and coins into needed cash. Gold and silver class rings, wedding bands, and coin collections can all be turned into needed cash fast at Franklin Street Coin. They are paying more because they buy more. Get the highest prices available fast at Franklin Street Coin Company. Proud sponsor of Ohio State Sports. Go Buckeyes.
Clean out your garage and turn those car parts into cash at the year's first big event, the Winter Springfield Swap Meet and Car Show. One day only, Saturday, February the 19th at the Clark County Fairgrounds in Springfield. Plenty of vendors. Find cool stuff for your car or truck at the Springfield Swap Meet and Car Show. Car for sale spaces for just $15. Indoor one day only, Saturday, February the 9th. More information at ohioswapmeet.com.
You know what time it is? It's one of my favorite parts of the show. It's time for music history. And on this day, back in 1956, Dean Martin was at number 1 on the singles chart with Memories Are Made of This, the American actor, comedian, singer, and TV host's biggest hit. It was also covered by the Everly Brothers. You may have heard Johnny Cash do it, or the Drifters also did this song. On this day, back in 1961, the Miracles' Shop Around became Motown's record's first million-selling single. It was also the label's first number 1 hit on Billboard's R&B singles chart. In the following 10 years, the Miracles would have 6 more million sellers. And on this day, back in 1964, the Beatles returned to New York City by train from Washington, D.C. for 2 performances at Carnegie Hall. There was such a demand for tickets that some extra seating was arranged surrounding the stage. And get this, the tickets ranged from $1.65 to $5.50.
Oh my God.
Today in 1970, John Lennon performed Instant Karma on BBC's TV's Top of the Pops, becoming the first Beatle to have appeared on the show since 1966. I wrote it for breakfast, recorded it for lunch, and we're putting it out for dinner. Today in 1972, Al Green went to number 1 on the U.S. singles chart with Let's Stay Together, his only U.S. topper. It was ranked the 60th greatest song of all time by Rolling Stone magazine on their list of the 500 greatest songs of all time. Of course, Tina Turner had a hit with the song in 1984. Good for her. In the year 2000, American singer, songwriter, and musician Screamin' Jay Hawkins died at the age of 70 after emergency surgery for an aneurysm. A Golden Gloves boxing champion at 16, he was married 9 times, fathered over 30 children, spent 2 years in jail, and was temporarily blinded by one of his flaming props on stage in 1976. He recorded I Put a Spell on You in 1956, which was covered by many acts including The Animals, Creedence Clearwater Revival, and Nina Simone. Today in the year 2017, Adele was the biggest winner at the 59th Annual Grammy Awards with 5 trophies, including Album of the Year for 25, Record of the Year, and Song of the Year for Hello. Adele also became the first artist in history to win all 3 General Field Awards in the same ceremony twice, previously winning all 3 categories in 2012. David Bowie won the Best Rock Performance, Best Alternative Music Album, Best Rock Song, and Best Recording Package for Black Star. Here we go. The answer to the trivia question. Born on this day in 1952, Grammy Award-winning American singer and songwriter Michael McDonald, who with the Doobie Brothers had the 1979 #1 single What a Fool Believes and the 1993 #7 single Long Train Runnin'. He began his career singing backup vocals with Steely Dan and has also worked with Kenny Loggins, David Cassidy, Van Halen, Patti LaBelle, Aretha Franklin, and Toto. So there you go. I had a blast researching these history notes for you. I hope you got something out of it as well. I know a lot of people tune in for that segment. I'm called the Rock and Roll Realtor, and here's why. I play with the greatest classic rock band, Bluestone Ivory. Just go to bluestoneivory.com. You'll see us live and in person at Jim and Jack's on the River on March 19th. July the 9th, we're going to be at Keener Park in Westchester. And August the 14th, we'll be at Arlington Memorial Garden Cemetery. And we'll also be going back to Coney Island this summer, and there'll be at least another half a dozen gigs. I don't know where or when, but they will be there. Just go to bluestoneivory.com for our full schedule. And the Rock and Roll Real Estate Hour is brought to you today by the Rock and Roll Real Estate team. That would be Mary Jo and myself at RE/MAX Preferred Group, 513-777-2402, or just go to RockinCincy, ROCKINCINCY.com. Reed, you and I are here this morning, and we are hosting the lovely, beautiful, and talented and gorgeous president of the Board of Realtors, Kay Edwards.
Thank you. Oh, my goodness.
We're so
That's
glad.
Who's going to top that? Cost me, Reed.
That's right. You thought this was free, didn't you?
Yeah, I did.
Now,
Yeah.
she's going to get the listing over us two chumps.
That's true. Every time.
I'm going to say, she looks a lot better than you guys, and she's been around a while. So there's some little things, other little things that people just don't know. And doing my music history, I spent probably a good 45 minutes just researching Doobie Brothers. They had some rocky times. They went through personnel a while, then they came back, and Michael McDonald came back with them when they regrouped, but he didn't stay with them because he had his own solo career going on. But they're still touring today, and my hat's off to them. Man, that's great. And they sound better than ever. But there's some little things that we realtors do that people just don't realize. And I ran across this about a year and a half ago, and there was an article about the RRF, which stands for the Realtors Relief Foundation. Back when we had the 9/11 terrorist attack, and when we had some of the various weather-related horrible events that happened in our country, guess who stepped up to the plate?
Once again, we did through the Realtor Relief Foundation, and it wasn't just to support realtors.
No,
it was to support the public. Once again, we try and take care of ourselves, but we also take our constituents. So
we raised $33 million in housing assistance for 17,000 families in the wake of disasters.
Yes, we have. And we have a local person that was recognized by the National Association of Realtors, Meg Casper, who spearheaded the Realtor Relief Foundation locally. And she's a rock star.
She is, yeah. And Steve's a rock star, too.
Yes.
Even with his, what's he call that?
Oh, that's gone.
Oh, it is?
It's gone.
My gosh.
Sorry. He's back to normal, if that's possible.
We won't recognize him.
That's right. But Meg did a fantastic job on this and was recognized by the National Association for her involvement in it. And it's a great foundation. It helped.
Now, that's $33 million, and that's funded by realtors.
It's donations from realtors. That's it.
Did I say more?
That's right.
I mean,
We're good people.
Yeah.
We promise.
So if you are a realtor and you did not know about the Realtors Relief Foundation, look it up on the internet. You can go online, just $10, $25. I mean, you know, if you have 10 closings this year and you funded it with, you send our PAC $50 per closing, and you send the RRF $50 per closing.
What a great system that would be. That would be wonderful.
Yeah.
And
so I challenge all my.
And Gary, if they have questions, tell them to reach out. Reach out to me. I would be glad to help them, guide them where they can find the information they need.
So how can they get in touch with you, Kay Edwards, Madam President?
Email is kay@kayedwards.com. I can be reached. And if my voicemail's full, I'm coming. I promise.
You're a busy woman.
No, someday.
All right. So, well, we have covered so much this morning, and I do want to thank Anthony Sewell, Dan Bowman, and Bob Karras, who are winners of the trivia question. Yay. They guessed the Doobie Brothers.
And I didn't.
So you're old enough to know the Doobie Brothers.
I know, and I couldn't get either one of you to give me the right answer.
All right. Last break. Guest calling in, and you'll be very intrigued to hear her story. So you're listening to the Rock and Roll Real Estate Hour on WDJO 1480 AM, now on FM 99.5 and 107.9.
Do you want to sell your home but don't know where to start? Thinking about downsizing, but the process is just too much? Gary Rossignol, real estate pro at RE/MAX Preferred Group and host of the Rock and Roll Real Estate Hour on WDJO, has the answers. Let Gary put his vast real estate knowledge to work for you. Interest rates are at record lows and the real estate market is red hot. Now is a great time to make your move. Call 777-2402. That's 513-777-2402. Licensed in Ohio and Kentucky.
Get ready, because here they come.
1, 2, 3, 4.
It's Beatlemania all over again with the Fab Four, the ultimate tribute to the Beatles. Entertainment Tonight says seeing the Fab Four is just like seeing the Beatles.
Hey Jude.
The Fab Four takes you through the 60s with the music that changed our lives. It's a show you won't want to miss.
Live at the Taft Theater, Friday, March 4th. For more info, visit tafttheater.org.
Here's important new information from the Diabetes Solution Center for you, a family member, or a loved one suffering with diabetes. If you have lost your provider, or if you need a provider for diabetic supplies, you may qualify to receive your diabetic testing supplies now with little or no out-of-pocket cost, regardless of your age. All you need is Medicare or private insurance to be potentially eligible. Call the Diabetes Solution Center right now for details. Just takes a couple of minutes. Our friendly, knowledgeable agents will give you free, no-obligation information, handle all the insurance paperwork, and make sure your supplies are delivered directly to your door for free.
Call U.S. Medical Supply 24 hours a day. 800-438-1391. 800-438-1391. 800-438-1391. Call right now. 800-438-1391.
Take a step back away from the hurried life you live today and relax. Take a stroll through the Covered Bridge Antique Mall. For the past 9 years, Covered Bridge Antique Mall has been the go-to shop for treasure and bargain hunters from the tri-state and beyond. Beautiful antiques, jewelry collectibles, and one-of-a-kind items. Covered Bridge Antique Mall, a truly unique shopping experience. 7508 Hamilton Avenue, in the heart of historic Mount Healthy. 513-521-6739, or visit their Facebook page. Covered Bridge Antique Mall is open Tuesday through Sunday, 10 till 5, closed Monday, following all state-recommended safety guidelines.
This is Anita Berry, your Medicare plan coach. When approaching age 65, whether you or have benefits through your spouse, it is important to understand what Medicare offers to determine if you want to sign up at age 65 or delay enrollment. Knowing your options and benefits will help you determine which is best for you and avoid penalties in the future. I specialize in helping you answer those important questions. Please call me, Anita Berry, at 513-739-6028 for a free consultation.
Get on. Let's rock.
We are rocking and rolling this morning, ladies and gentlemen. Read with RE/MAX Preferred Group. The Dragonfly Foundation supports pediatric cancer families and patients by building a network that connects Dragonfly families to each other and the community, providing programs that enhance quality of life, enhancing programs, and partner with Cincinnati's Children's Hospital. This young lady, a high school student at Sycamore High School, is the chairperson for a great event. It's called Fashion for a Cure. Her and her friends in high school raise thousands of dollars each year and donate it all to the Dragonfly Foundation. And I can't wait to hear her story. Let's give a warm welcome to Peyton Hines. Good morning, Peyton. Don't tell me. Good morning, Peyton.
Hello?
Yeah, there you are.
Good morning.
All right.
How are you?
Oh, we're doing fantastic. I gave you a great big introduction, so we're just anxious to hear your story, how you and your friends thought about this Fashion for a Cure and what you do with it.
Wonderful. Yeah. So this is our 17th year doing the event. Yeah. So I've been fortunate enough for the past 4 years of my high school experience. I've modeled in the show, and I've been on the committee for the past 3 years. But yeah, we really just spend our entire year working up towards the show. We start preparing for the next show as soon as the show ends. It's really a year-long process with 16 other incredible young women. And yeah, we start in the summertime soliciting with local businesses, and then move into the school year where we really start producing the show.
So, and you raise how much money per year with this show?
Yeah, so in 2020, before the pandemic, we raised $77,000.
Whoa.
Yeah. So then last year, because we didn't have a show because of the pandemic, we still were able to raise about $25,000 just on letter writing campaigns, which was pretty cool. But this year, we're hoping to come back to around $50,000. Obviously, not as much as pre-pandemic because, you know, everyone's struggling right now. But we're really, really excited just to have the event back in the first place.
And a good portion of those donations goes to the Dragonfly Foundation, correct?
Yep, 100% of all the proceeds go directly to the Dragonfly Foundation.
Oh, my gosh. Peyton, that is fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. So, and pick the Dragonfly Foundation.
For me, my freshman year when I was trying to figure out what I wanted for my high school experience, I actually through modeling for the show, I met with a lot of the Dragonflies families. I met with our Dragonfly coordinator, Amy Hafner, and just the level of support and the beauty of that community here in Cincinnati is unlike anything I've ever been a part of. And it's just really awesome seeing different humans working together towards an incredible cause and helping each other out when we need it most.
Wow, that is incredible. And, you know, we hear stories, we hear all the negative things about our young adults. No. And we've got probably, probably a great majority of our young adults are doing things like this. This is great. Our hats are off to you, Peyton.
Tell us about the event.
Thank you. Yeah, it's a great group of young fashion show 18th. The doors will open at Sycamore High School out here in the suburbs of Greater Cincinnati area. And the doors will open at 6 p.m. The actual show will start at 7 p.m. But we like to open up doors early because we have a basket raffle, a silent auction, and a lot of great activities to do before the show. Mm-hmm. Sycamore High School, February 18th, starting at 7 p.m.
How do we get tickets?
Oh, to get tickets? So in For the Cure Instagram bio and also in our Facebook bio, there's links to get tickets. It's all virtual. Super easy. You can just click a few buttons, put in your information, and then you can get your ticket. So yeah, and the Instagram or Facebook accounts.
And Sycamore High School is at 7400 Cornell Road in Montgomery, 45242. Real easy to find. That is fantastic. So, Peyton,
Well,
thank
thank
you
you.
very much, and thank your whole committee. I think Kay Edwards is planning on going, aren't you?
I'm taking notes as fast as I can.
Oh, wonderful. Yeah.
Tell me again
Thank you so much for having me today.
Tell me again that Facebook that I go to get the
Sorry
tickets.
again? What was that?
How do I get the tickets again?
Both of those bios will be tickets.
Perfect.
You probably just Google
Got it.
Fashion for a Cure.
There you go.
That's great. Peyton,
Exactly.
thank you for your time this morning. We really appreciate that, and I know the Dragonfly Foundation is well deserving of all the money that you donate to them. That's great. By the way, the
Well,
Dragonfly...
Thank you so much for having me.
You're welcome. By the way, the Dragonfly Foundation could use gift cards of any type right now. $5, $10, $20, $50, $100 gift cards to grocery stores, gas stations, wherever. If you really want to help them out, this is really simple. And Bill Kerrigan he shops at Kroger almost every day. And if you use your Kroger Community Rewards card and just Google Kroger Community Rewards card, you can assign a nonprofit to your Kroger Community Rewards card. So every time you will go to the charity of your choice, and we choose the Dragonfly Foundation. It's that simple. And everybody shops at Amazon. Instead of shopping your Amazon Prime account, go to Amazon Smiles. If you go to Amazon Smiles, every time you buy something, a small portion goes, and Amazon donates millions of dollars a year to nonprofits. That's unbelievable. If you're listening right now, you want to help the Dragonfly Foundation, just text the word WINGS15 to 71777 and just donate $5. Do it right now. Don't wait till later. You'll forget about it. We're just about out of time. I'd like to thank everyone for a great show. Thanks for all who tuned in. My co-host, Reed Young, thank you for coming down today.
Yes, sir.
And our guest of honor, Kay Edwards, Madam President.
Thank you for having me, Gary. I really do appreciate it.
Please remember, I am a realtor, a residential specialist, and a senior real estate specialist. I'm here to help you. So just call us at 513-777-2402. Don't forget to hug your kids, call your parents, kiss your spouse every day, and wash your hands constantly. Let's stay safe and hooday.
Hooday.
You bet. Stepping into the studio live will be Wesley Adams and Max Gunderman on the Car Tech Show, so don't leave us yet. This is Bluestone Ivory performing the hit song by Chicago, and everybody's got a lot of questions. This is called Questions 67 and 68.
The thought of us so happy. The peace in my mind, that's a beautifully mysterious thing. Yes,
Thanks for another great show, and if you have any real estate question, just call me at 513-7402.